Hey guys, welcome back. Bodie 101 here, and we're back in the world of Infinity, picking up shortly after we left off. So we started doing a little bit of work in Draconic Evolution. I think we're going to take just a little bit of a break on that, only because I really don't feel like grinding that part out right now. So what I would like to work on, there are a couple mods that I've done a little bit of work with, but not a ton. And mostly magic mods, because I play a little bit more with the tech mod stuff. So see how this bad boy's going. Look at all that. Look at all that. Oh, so pretty. All right. So let's go ahead and pop in here, and let's see what we can get into. Thinking maybe we'll play a little with blood magic. I've done a little bit with this, but not a ton. Some of the stuff, but I would like to get into, like, getting all the different sigils and stuff like that, because they can do some pretty cool stuff. And, forbidden power, okay. Just a lot of things I don't even know what this stuff does, and it would be kind of cool to kind of play around with a little bit. So, all right, so first and foremost, we need to make ourselves a blood altar. And we're going to need to make ourselves, now in this one they have the sacrificial orb. Some versions of this mod pack, it's a knife. Oh wait, no, they do have the knife. Oh, okay. Wait, creative sacrificial knife. Is there a non-creative one? Okay. Yeah. So in this pack, in some versions of this, they have a sacrificial orb. I think people had a problem with the fact that you have a sacrificial knif. So they went with orb. So, it's basically just a big meatball of death. So, all right. So let's go ahead and make a couple of... Why did it just lose the whole thing? There we go. All right. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and make this bad boy. Okay. And then let's make our stabbing orb. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some cobble. Let's grab a few stacks of this, because I want to try and, if I can remember how to do this the right way. So let's find... Ironically, we're starting to run a little bit out of room over here. I could use this area, which I intended to use for bees. I actually don't know if this is really going to be big enough for what I want. So let's try and find a good sacrificing area. Or, the dark gods and all. You want to have a nice place, when you're playing with the demons, because you don't want to invite them over and have empty soda cans and pizza boxes everywhere. You really want to kind of take your time. So this area is where we were doing this. We could probably kind of have to make it up here, because I don't think we have an area big enough for... Well, I could take out the cow thing. I really don't need it anymore, but whatever. All right. Yeah, this will do. So let's do a little bit of prep work here. This shovel's just about to go. Let's go ahead and clean this up the best we can. But I hope you guys are doing pretty well. I've noticed, and this is kind of the trickiest part about doing this job, if you will. I've kind of noticed, and I think we're going to get just a little chit-chatty here. Do I not have a golden bag of holding or anything? I gotta go dump some stuff out. I've kind of noticed, and I'm not complaining, I'm trying to figure things out, that when it comes to the series I put out, that for the most part, the solo stuff tends to get less views. And I get that, there's a lot more goofiness when it comes to, me, talking to, Heather and Snoop and Skittles and Reggie and Zanny and all of them, right? I understand that. I get that. Let's actually put that away too. And we don't need that right So, I come to understand and accept, and really, to be honest with you, not have any problem with the fact that I don't get the amount of views on my solo stuff as I do with, I have a golden bag of holding. Oh, cool. Let's take that with us. Is it empty? It is. On my solo stuff as I do my group stuff. And I understand it, I get it, and, so forth. Whatever. That's fine. And let's actually take this with us, too. So, and like I said, I'm not like butthurt. I don't have a problem. I don't get mad at it. I understand it. It's been like that ever since I started. I like doing the multiplayer stuff. Obviously, I like recording with all the people in the squad, and it's a good time, and it's fun. It doesn't even feel like recording. It feels like just kind of screwing around, But at the same time, and this is kind of a little, we're going to kind of multitask here on what we chit-chat about this episode, because we're getting a little chit-chatty here. A lot of people, always ask me, hey, can you give me advice? I want to start a YouTube channel, what should I do, da-da-da-da-da. And I've covered this many other times in more of this series when we kind of talk about stuff. One big thing that I wholeheartedly believe, and, I'm not saying I'm right, is that if you're going to have a YouTube channel, there's a lot of balancing. And what I mean by that is you have to be able to do stuff that you enjoy, right? Because the minute you stop enjoying doing something, anybody watching is going to be able to tell. And they're going to be like, well, this is boring. If you're bored, they're bored. That's the one thing. If you're disinterested, if you're annoyed, it's going to come across when you record, and, people are going to react to that, generally negatively, meaning they're just not going to watch it. I wouldn't. If I go to somebody's recording or somebody's stream and it's like they just seem like they'd much rather be doing anything else but this right now, it makes me feel that, maybe I'd rather be doing anything else but this right now. You know what I'm saying? So, so obviously, like I said, but there has to be balance. So, you don't want to do too much of the exact same thing. And yes, I get it. I play Minecraft. It's just a ton of the exact same thing. But, if you guys kind of, watch, you may notice that... Where'd that shovel go? Nope. A lot of the time, we try and do different things in series. The things we're doing with me, Heather, Radji, and Zanny as a competition is different. What Snoop and I do in Tolkiencraft is completely different from what, say, Heather and I do in Terra Firma Punk, which is, different than me, Husky, and Snoop playing. You know what I'm saying? So, there's all these different kind of things that you try and have some sort of variety. Really? And another big thing I believe in is that, it's fun to play with your friends, but at the same point, you have to try and figure out your own little niche in reference to playing solo, right? And, so, in my solo series, I never want to say it's more serious, per se, as much as it's like, it's more me and you. Me and you guys. Talking directly to you, because I'm sitting in my living room by myself. I'm literally at this exact moment, at Tuesday at 10:19 a.m. my time. I'm talking to no one, right? Just talking to myself. Sitting in a room, yelling at my own computer. Oh, hi, Spider. Oh, wow. Good. So yeah, with the solo stuff, it's really about connecting with you guys. And because of that, I take this whole side of it very seriously, because this is our one-on-one time, and I try and make, slightly different content. Now, I understand that, listening to me and Snoop argue, or me and, well, Heather argue, or I kind of see a theme going here, but you get the point. Overall, I can see is way more entertaining than me just kind of like, hey guys, how you doing? I'm Modi. But at the same time, I want to be able to make some content that is still interesting to you guys. Now, I know there's a lot of you guys that are hashtag hardcore fans. I love you guys to death. Couldn't do this without you. But at the same time, I want some place that somebody that may not be a quote-unquote hardcore fan would still be comfortable, right? All right, so let's figure this out. Let's eat some potatoes. So, like I said, I get the idea that any series I do solo is not going to... I don't know how I should take this. Maybe here. Whoops. How did I can fly. I understand that, this isn't going to be as exciting of just watching me play by myself. It is playing with my friends. I get that. I understand that. I have no problem with that. But at the same time, I still want to be able to make stuff that you guys are into, something that not only you guys would watch, but, maybe people that aren't as avid of, quote-unquote hardcore fans that maybe don't watch every episode of everything. And you know what? There's a lot of people I really like. I don't watch every episode of everything. So I get that. No problem. But it's probably the biggest struggle for me in what I do here is trying to figure out something that you guys are going to dig and like and be entertained by. And also at the same time, maybe the people that aren't as hardcore. Because right now, I feel this. Generally, everybody who's watching this series right now, I would consider to probably be pretty avid hardcore fans. We're a bazillion episodes in. There's no quest book. I'm just kind of winging it. Da 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 da. So I kind of get that that I probably wouldn't get the same reaction to this as if it was episode 1, But like I said, I really don't know where I'm going with this. My point is kind of let me know what you guys think in reference to the content that's being put out. And this is more just, I'm not necessarily looking for an answer per se. I'm not being like, all right, guys, you figure out what I should do next. It's nothing along those lines. It's just a case of like, I want to, once again, make something that's fun for me to do, which I love playing Minecraft, so that's pretty simple. But also something that you guys are excited to come watch and come hang out doing, while I do this junk. But let me know, do you guys like Aftermath? I got very mixed signals on. There was a lot of people that seemed to be really kind of amusingly into my mediocre, let's make a new thing. Let's do blood. Into my mediocre attempt at, doing a little bit of a role play type thing, which by the way, I find is funny, anyways, there's that. There's this that really doesn't have a quest book, and it's just kind of like, oh, let's try doing this. Let's try doing that. Whatever, things that are more like, Clouds of Darkness, where it's, I'm basically doing a playthrough of a quest book. I'm trying to complete the quests and whatnot, But let me know. Like I said, I haven't really asked for this kind of input in quite a while to kind of get a sense of what you guys would consider to be entertaining, I do this because I like the connection with you guys. I can easily sit here and play Minecraft by myself and kind of accomplish the same things video game wise. Like, I completed a quest. Feels the same if I'm by myself or if I'm doing it on camera. Because once again, let me remind you, I'm by myself right now. I'm definitely gonna need more dirt. So anyways, but yeah, like I said, give me your guys' input on what you guys think about, what you dig, what I can do, just some ideas of what I can do to improve the solo content. That's mostly what I'm looking for. I'm not just kind of, I'm very happy with the multiplayer content. I'm not really too concerned with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, because, like I said, I'm doing this for you guys. And I'm not really necessarily talking about being like, oh, play this mod pack. I can figure out what mod pack to play. That's really not that difficult. It's just a case of, I've gotten very good responses from the chit-chatty talk ones, and I actually like that. I don't do it too often because I want to avoid getting into things where I don't want to come off all preachy. Remember, I'm a guy who plays video games for a living. I really don't know if I have, I have worldly knowledge. I've been on the planet forever. So, but, like I said, I don't know. Like, give me your guys' take on things and let me know where your guys' heads are at in reference to, the solo content. It's the main thing I'm asking about. And, and like I said, it's not like, I'll play this mod pack. I can figure that out. But if you guys like the chit-chatty stuff, any ideas that might be, like, even considered weird out of the box, I don't know. Out of the box, I don't know. I'm currently in the box. I'm currently making a box, but still. But let me kind of do that, so. All right, so yeah, this wasn't even a talking episode. This was literally just a rambling episode. There were a couple of times I wasn't even listening to myself, so I'm completely with you guys. I'm making a pyramid. That's really kind of what we're doing in this episode. Yeah. Modi and his H pyramid, which, as a lot of you might believe, I wasn't around when the original pyramids were built, so I'm not using that knowledge. Ha ha ha, I'm old, I get it. Jerks. Anyways. I mean that jerk comment in the most loving way possible. Please let me have enough dirt to finish this. You son of a jerk. And home. Okay. And yes, for a lot of you guys are like, why didn't you do this off camera? Well, I didn't really know I was doing this until now. I actually had a different plan for this episode until I started. Alright. We're going to get into blood magic. We just got to get prepared, And, yeah, but like I said, any ideas like that, let me know, what you guys' thoughts are and stuff like that. A lot of the time, like I said, I really don't want to get, when it comes to kind of the chit-chatty side of things, I really, really do not want to get into political or religious conversations, regardless of the fact of, my knowledge and opinions about those things. Like I said, I don't want to poke that bear. I'm good. So yeah, that probably won't be something that we'll be getting much into. But like I said, I really enjoy the talks. I'll tell you right now, one thing about this series may not be the most exciting, but I can say of everything I've done YouTube-wise, or even stream-wise, nothing is more satisfying. Nothing makes it to where I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something than when we have the conversations about, we talked about, friends and bullies and family and stuff like that. And then you guys basically, message me and say, hey, you know what, this is stuff that's been on my mind. This is stuff I deal with every day. It's so glad that, have somebody else kind of talking about it. That's pretty cool. And, you help me out a lot and stuff like that. It's not egotistical. It's like, it makes what I do feel like there's more of a purpose to it than just being an idiot. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I am very content with my idiot status. I am not bothered by that whatsoever. But I'm just saying, if I'm going to be a goofball, maybe I can be a goofball that can kind of help people every once in a while. So, but at the same time, some of you guys just might be like, oh, great, Moni. Yeah, I don't care. You haven't been a teenager since like the 90s. What do you know about being a teenager today? I don't. I can say I don't. But I can tell you, I'm raising 2 teenagers. And so at least I'm getting as much of that side as a parent can. And I'm, really close with my daughters. For any of you guys that don't know, I actually am a father raising 2 daughters on my own. I think most of you guys probably know that, but just in casesies. Yeah, I have 2 teenage daughters. They are 16 and 18, and it's just me versus them, me with them. Sorry, little whoopsie on the old words there. So yeah, I mean, I may not know what it's like to be a teenager right now, and there's a lot of you guys who aren't teenagers, and a lot of this stuff kind of applies. When I have those conversations, it's not just me, digging back in the day and being like, oh, I remember back in the day, things were like this. It's like this stuff still goes on. People. Are you serious? Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna use dirt. People being jerks and, people finding it hard to make new friends. It doesn't go away. It doesn't, even things like people being kind of bullies and pushy and stuff like that. It gets better, but it's, as an adult, there's a certain level of you got to kind of have to deal with, people and not be a jerk all the time. But at the same time, it doesn't. So, hopefully it's something you guys help. And if that's something you guys dig, let me know. It doesn't have to be in this series. It could be literally any, solo thing we do. Let's remove that. Set a new one. And, guys, so, I'm putting a lot on you guys as to try and get a little bit of your thoughts and whatnot towards this. But, and we are way over in this video. So sorry if this was rambly. I hope that I was able to kind of get you guys to see what I was trying to go for and kind of what I'm looking for and stuff like that, because, I want to do the most I can with the time I have with you guys, and I just want to know what your guys' definition of that most I can in that time thing. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. I left you guys a laundry list of stuff to comment on, so get on it. And yeah, until the next episode of Infinity, where we are going to get into stabbing ourselves with a little red rubber ball. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and see you guys next time. Bye.